Hey everybody, 47 Mark IV here, back with another episode of All the Mods 3. Welcome back. So since last time, been working on this greenhouse glass right here. Been trying to get things to grow a little bit faster. You know, even these ender pearls, I'll take them. Because I need to get into mystical agriculture some more, and I'm just not finding infernium in the world like I do in other packs. So I got to grow it a little faster. So I've been making a ton of greenhouse glass. I've been finding worms. I got a couple of plots going on right now. And we're getting there. I'm probably going to upgrade some of the seeds today. But part of the problem that I had with making this greenhouse glass, so if we look at greenhouse, this right here is they require saplings. I can make glass, and last time I showed you I can make empowered palace crystals. But the saplings were an issue. Well, I made a thing. So out here, I've got myself a tree farm, and hopefully it's still running. Just a simple little tree farm from Steve's Carts. There didn't seem to be a lot of options in the pack to make tree farms. Like the farmer won't do it, and there aren't a lot of farmers in the pack. So just a simple little guy going around cutting down his trees. And he's getting me saplings and wood. And I've got some leftovers. I played with the radius about how far I wanted it to plant. And it can plant tons and tons of things. But I really didn't want them this far out. So it's right now it's only doing about a 1 radius around the track. But actually, is it? Yep, it's cutting this one down right now. And you can see, does a decent job about it. Goes after all the leaves, picks up the saplings. And, you know, it's got saplings, it's got stuff in its chest, and then it'll stop over here and dump everything out. And I'm just running it on coal and solar right now, and it seems to be doing a great job. And then instead of messing around with all of the cargo manager stuff, I just made myself a logistical sorter, and the logistical sorter is just pulling everything out of that's right here. And, you know, let's see, wood and apples and saplings, and sticking it in this chest, which is my import chest for quarrying. I might as well just stick those right in there. So, simple little tree farm, but I might end up using another one of these with a farmer attachment for ender pearls. That's something I got to think about and try, because I had this thing set up over here with a farmer, and it was farming ender pearls, but all the ender pearls disappeared. I'm not honestly sure where they went. It's just kind of odd. So I just took it down and I'm farming them manually for right now, but I might make a little track. The only problem is you got to have end stone around to be able to plant, or else it's going to plant them on the dirt. And I guess I could use the ender pearls that I have and make 20 blocks of end stone. So things for the day. First thing was I found this block, a wireless charger from the wireless charger mod. Boy, does this block look very, very familiar. Like Ender IO kind of wireless charger? I think so. And, you know, I should have power right here somewhere. Yeah, right there. So I'm just going to stick this guy right there, and hopefully he'll wirelessly charge me. There we go. Nice and easy. I just thought that was a good little find. Everybody likes wireless charging. And then the other thing I've got going on is I'm going to end up keeping my pickaxe. This pickaxe here, it has the excavate, and I end up using that a lot. And so right now I built myself just a little machine to level it up. So I've got a couple of mechanical users that are placing cobble and breaking cobble. And then I've got this guy right here, the item collector, that's picking up the cobble and just sending it back in. Nice, easy little circle. And that pick is going, but it can only go so fast because of these speed upgrades. And I'd like to get up to the next tier. And so that's part of what I want to do today, is get this kind of sorted. And then the other thing that I want to get done today is it's time to sort out some power. So I made myself a little pit right here. And, you know, I want to take care of this. And while I'm thinking of it, let me just jump down here. Yeah, 64. What am I at now? 68. All right, so I should be able to fly no problem while we're doing this. So I'm going to end up making myself an induction matrix. And I've already got some patterns set up. It's pretty easy to do. So I'm going to make like 100 of these casings. Shouldn't take that long to rip right out. And I don't know, like I'll make like 4 of the ports and induction provider and an induction cell and get it kind of crafting away. And what we're going to end up doing is I think I'm going to come off from this side over here and tunnel, and we'll come right over here and we'll grab power right off from this guy, and I'll probably come underneath that block, and we'll get this manual and turbine going. So I've added some more. I've got 38 turbines. I need to make a few more, but I can make 19,000 RF a tick. Might as well start using it, and then we'll move this advanced power cell down onto this thing. I think that's kind of the plan of the day. So let me just see if these induction things are getting ready. Yeah, they don't take that long to do. All right, so we got the ports, and I used some of the casings to make those, and my provider. And this induction cell shouldn't take very long. I might come back for it. Let's just see. Yeah, we'll come back for it. It's probably just going to take a minute to craft. So I'm going to end up making myself a 5x5. It's just a good place to start. Yeah, just like this, right? 5x5. And I think I'm going to make it a 5x5x5. So these things, hey, that doesn't look right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh! My holes, oh, okay, it's off on this side. It's one too big. All right, there we go. And I could have made it that size, I guess. It doesn't really matter. I don't think they have to be square, even though I always make them square. Do I have a thing that can do this? Where's my building wand? Since I can fly, we might as well take advantage of it. So that should be 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we just got to bring this side up. Oh, I'm out of blocks. Okay, let me get another stack here. Induction. There's some more. And, you know, we'll get a little bit more crafting. And there's that guy. Okay? So while that does that, let's go ahead and just see how many we can get through here. Oh, all right, there's my 5x5. I've got enough to line the bottom. All right, right there. Yeah, I need a little bit of room to work. And this is the side I'm coming out of? Yes. So what I'm going to do is, this is going to be input, I think. And then I'm going to go this way. And here will be the hard part, is we're going to end up having to find this right here. So, okay, I've already got cables going right there. And so I just need to get on the other side of this cable. Right, and up under here somewhere. Yeah, there's the wire I want to take off right there. And we'll come down. And this is power coming from where? What is this power? It's coming around. This is, I've got to remove everything from underneath the base and, you know, go crazy a little bit and rewire the whole thing now that I've got power storage. So from the hole, let's go over 1, 2 blocks. Yeah, let's go over 2 blocks. Okay, so it's 1, 2. So it's right along this line right here. And let's go see, yep, right there, if we can run right into the room. Hey, that kind of works out. And I'll put some induction ports here, and then I guess I'll make maybe this side the output. I always kind of like to have in and out separated. All right, those are there. That's good. And we'll run some cables, but, you know, I'm probably going to want better cables. I mean, if we're going to run this, what do we have for cables? All right, so let's go auto-craft some cables. Let's go ahead and make all the patterns for cable. Do I already have basic? No, so I don't have any patterns. Oh, that's processing. Let's do that again. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and jump right up to the maximum tier. Right up here. And one more. We'll go ahead and, I mean, if we're going to wire it, let's just make ultimate cables. And I laid myself out a whole bunch of new crafters. Right there. And we'll say cable. All right, ultimate. Can I do a stack? Looks like I can. And the reason I can do a stack is I automated part of a process. So over here, I've got on auto crafting, I've got steel in this one, and I've got the alloy, enriched alloy, and circuits on this one. This one right here, I've got to set up. It doesn't really do much at the moment, but I was using it for extra. This guy right here does the enriched alloy. And then this pile right here, this one ends up doing the reinforced, and this one took a little bit. So I've got obsidian coming in, and it's getting pulverized. It gets pushed up here, along with diamonds that are coming in that are getting compressed and pushed down there. Those two together are making refined obsidian. Refined obsidian comes over here, gets enriched to turn into compressed obsidian, and then comes up here and gets, loaded in, and then this thing will send in a reinforced alloy to make an atomic alloy. Took just a little bit to get that all laid out, but now we have all the alloys on auto crafting. I kind of like that, so let's get these cables. There we go, we got ultimate cables. And let's see how this does. Yeah, so for right now, I'm just going to take one. Are you not connecting because you're not a valid block? That happens to me a lot, I think. Where's that port? Yeah, I was afraid that those guys were going to hook up, and I really don't want them to at the moment. Well, I guess I'll just use some of this cable right there. I'm just going to go around for just right now. I'm going to tear out everything that's down here, and I'll end up rewiring the whole base. I like to have my in and out separate. It solves a lot of problems doing it that way. All right, so we'll get that going in there. And then we'll come up here, and we'll come inside this thing. And for right now, I'm just going to set down one of each of the basic tier. So the induction provider gives me throughput. So let's go back to induction. So the induction provider gives me 64 kilojoules of in and out. And that guy gives me 1 gigajoule, and I'll have to get that in RF. But that provides throughput and capacity. So that should be, 2 blocks short. All right, so induction. Yeah, I knew I had more. All right, so, oops, we'll put that there, we'll put that there. There we go, it's a multi-block now. Did my power wire hook up? Yes, it did. Excellent. Let's see, do I have anything to fill that hole in with? Well, I guess I'll just do this for right now. I just don't want a zombie to spawn in there and moan the whole time. Alright, so that gets me power going into this thing, and let's get it in RF. So that's getting me 8,000 RF a tick coming in, and then we'll send some of that power back out through this guy right here. And this is the thing that I'm unsure of. I don't know if I can put this right there. Power in, it doesn't appear to. These things are kind of weird sometimes on what they will let you do. So, can I cable it? Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. Let's run that test again. I need a configurator. Configurator. I gotta stop putting this in the bag. I feel like I always need it. Alright, so these are now output. Let's try that again. Let's see if it'll do it directly on. No, it won't. Right, and this is in. Okay, that's what I thought. These always get a little odd and they require cabling. Are you not going to transfer power? Hold on a second here. Right, so we are power in. Set all sides to accept energy, that's correct. You are power out. Okay, so it's taking all 8,000 RF a tick right now. That's what's going on here is, yeah, this needs more than 8,000 RF a tick. Okay. Apparently the quarries are very power hungry. So let's get another induction. Let's get a couple more of these. And I don't care if they're basic, because I'll end up reusing them to make the other tiers. Right, so there's the basic right there for the next level. So it's not like it's going to go to waste. And let's see how the crafting is going. That might take a minute. We might have to move on to other things. It's having to make a little bit of steel, a couple of alloys. Not terribly long. Okay. But that was kind of the plan of, let's get this thing running a little bit more. Because, see, it's only running about half speed. And these cables, yeah, are 40,000 RF a tick. So it's literally just input capacity. All right, so induction. Yeah, there's the providers. So let's go drop a couple more in here and see what happens. All right, so induction providers. And we'll let ourselves back out. We'll close this up. And now it's sending 24,000 straight through. Yeah, and that's probably just going to fill up this power cell, hopefully. And it's probably having to refill the builders because they probably went offline and they're still quarrying. All right, well, I mean, that's a start. Hopefully I'll get some power storage. Yeah, so this thing is running full speed and it's drawing down the buffer. Well, that's good. That's kind of what I intended to have happen. I just need a plank. All right, so this is dark oak. There we go. So that will work itself away. And I do want to kind of cover this thing in. I think I'm going to chisel up some glass, maybe. Let's see, glass. I have the steel-framed glass, and I probably ought to order some more. Because it always takes, everything takes glass. And I've got extra casings if I need them. Alright, so that should be enough. Do I have a chisel? Yes, I do. Alright, so let's just chisel up the rest of this glass, steel framed. And I think it'll look kind of nice. Like, I'm going to have to work on some lighting. But, you know, it should work. And we'll use our wand here. I like this wand a lot. There we go. Now I can walk across the hole, and I'll come back later and see if that thing's all filled up. Alright, so we can dump this stuff out. Alright, next plan. The next plan is I want to get Enchanting going. And I don't think I've got a lot of options for an automatic Enchanter. Right, I've got a Disenchanter. We have the Enchanter from Extra Utilities, which is what I need. And then the industrial foregoing stuff. And I probably need to get to that. Yeah, an enchantment factory. But for right now, I need this guy. I need this regular enchanter. Which means I need an enchanted book. Alright, and I guess I don't have a lot of that. So, enchanted, yeah. Alright, so I need a regular vanilla enchantment table. Let's see. So I'm going to need obsidian. And let's ask it for a stack. Okay, apparently... Can I do that? Yeah. Alright, so we'll get that going. Oh, and I'm running low on diamonds. That's the one thing I got to go crazy for, is I spent most of my diamonds on that setup right there. So we're a little low on diamonds at the moment. Alright, so I'll take this enchantment table, and I just need to get any enchant. Let's see, that's right, lapis. And we'll just get ourselves a level 1. There we go. Holding enchant. There we go. Pick this thing up. Alright, so Enchanter. I want this one right here. So I got the diamonds. I got the book. Alright, so I just need more of those. There we go. See, it does this. Look at the weird texture. I know it might be hard to see, but every time you build a block from extra utilities, it becomes that odd texture. All right, so there's my enchanter. And I'm going to want to put this on auto crafting. So I'm going to need a crafter. There we go. And I can't remember. Does this thing take power? Yes, it does. Oop, don't break the floor. All right, so let's grab cables of both kinds. And it doesn't take a lot. I'll just put basic cables in for right now. Right, so let me grab some cables. And we'll go set this up in the other room. This might be behind other things. All right, so I'm going to need these guys, and I'm going to need bookshelves. And for right now, I'm just going to make vanilla bookshelves. I don't have enough XP, I think, to make magical wood. Let's see, magical wood. Okay, but how do you make magical wood? There we go, 4 XP, and they're 2.5 levels each. Yeah, I'm not sure that I have enough, but I can turn bookshelves into magical wood. Okay, all right, so let's just grab bookshelves. We'll grab some books, and we'll get some planks. And I might as well use down this dark oak. Kind of the reason why I've got the tree farm back there, I don't know if 12's enough, is for some reason the ore dictionary doesn't seem to be working right when it comes to planks from dark oak. So I needed apples for this process, and I needed 1, 2, 3, and I needed planks and oak wood. Right, so if I put it right there, I didn't mean to do that, because now I got to recraft it. And I can't remember if the corners are a thing. I don't think the corners are a thing. Let me just recraft these. All right, so I just set this one up, so I got to do that. And we'll get this, and we'll do that. All right, and I can make more bookshelves if I need to. Yeah, I think I can do something like this. Boy, that's going to bother me. I'll have to fix that. And if I need it, I'm going to stick my regular enchanter right there. And we'll put this enchanter right on top of it. And, oh, I can't fly in this room. And we'll put that guy right there. And then we'll take this wrench. Oh, I had it. And we'll put him right like that. And then I should have, right about here, right there. So I need to run a cable up. So I'm going to have to run refined storage and power. Right? I guess I probably could do away with this one. I mean, it's nice to use the setup for both. Yeah, so I'll leave it. All right, so I'll go right here, I think. And I probably should have chopped out a piece of the floor. Oh, I'm off by 1. I was so close. And we'll go this way. Yep, there's everybody. Yeah, and I'll clear myself just a little bit more room. All right, so that gets me right there. And maybe I'll come right there. And I can run power. Yeah, it'll be a little ugly. I might move it around later. That's typically what happens. But it's a start. Let's at least get it online. Yeah, I definitely need to come here and quarry all of the dirt out and make myself a basement. I think that's a pretty good plan. Yeah, so let's run power. Let's come right around here. That's up a level. All right, so we'll just run power. Oh, out of cables. Do I have the other cables on me? Yes, I do. All right, just like this. And come across right there. Yep, that'll work. All right, so let's see if the other cables are ready. There's my basic cables. This doesn't require a lot of power, but I might end up tapping into this, so eventually I'll convert them all over. Yeah, so let's run power kind of like right there, and then we'll run refined storage like right here, and then I just gotta let myself out. And right there. Okay. Yeah, I don't like the look of this. It makes me miss Ender IO quite a bit. Alright, so I'm going to need one more thing. I'm going to need an importer. I'm going to need one of those guys. And I think I can put the importer on the back of this. And we'll run a piece of cable up there. And I'll just run this power cable up and over. Not the prettiest thing I've ever built, but that should work. Right? Okay, so then all I've got to do is we'll come over here and let's grab some recipes. And really what I'm going to need is enchanted. I need a couple of things. I know I need enchanted apples. Aren't they enchanted apples? It's probably easier for me to look it up right here. These magical speed upgrades. So I need apples around magical wood. Magical wood I can make with a bookshelf. Right here, that way. So the first thing I've got to do is I'm going to have to teach the system. Yeah, I got to teach it crafting. So let's teach it how to make a bookshelf. And oak will be fine. So I got to teach it how to make a book. Do I want to use that recipe? That's going to take leather. You know, I'm going to go the tinker's way. So we'll use this. And I probably should turn on or dictionary for everything. So let's do that pattern again. Let's do that pattern and we'll tell it or dictionary. All right, so there's patterns. And I've got plenty of string. All right, and does the system know how to make paper? No. All right, and we've got rice, so I'm going to use rice for paper. And we'll go back to bookshelf. And I don't think it knows how to make planks. So I'm going to grab that pattern. Did I tell it how to make a book? Yeah. And so we'll grab this one. Okay, so now we're up to bookshelves. And we'll throw all of those in there. So if I go back to speed upgrade... Right, so speed, upgrade this guy right here. For the apples, it needs... Alright, so I was heading at... we'll do this for apples, but I was headed for this magical wood. Yeah, and I can do it just like that. And this is important here when I do it right here. Let's see. Magical wood. When I do this right here, why didn't it show me a bookshelf? That's kind of odd. Now, right there. Okay, because it's processing. It's processing. Let's try this one more time. Is right there. So I really don't want an acacia bookshelf. I don't think that makes any difference, but let's just craft one of these just to be sure. Alright, so there, and I'm going to turn off the OR dictionary because sometimes the lapis is seen as dye, and it can get changed over. Alright, and we're going to need the speed upgrade again, and we'll come in here, and we'll tell it to do apples, easy, and then we'll tell it to do ingots, easy, and then I'll take it off processing, and we'll tell it that this is how you make one of those. Alright, and I'll chuck this in there. And these guys go in here. Oh, wrong room. It's the only downside to symmetrical bases. I forget all the time, like, what is where. Alright, so we'll throw those in there. I'll fix that hole in the floor. So, I should be able to get... not bookshelves. Let's get magical wood. And let's see. You know what? No, let's do something else first. Let's get some of these speeds going because they're going to craft in another room. And now I'll get the magical wood. I'm just going to get like 4. Oh, and I wonder if this can do it all. Requires a full set of bookshelves. Okay, so I don't have enough. All right. Easy enough to fix. Bookshelves. Oh, I don't have enough rice. Okay. Well, let me get another paper recipe then. I thought I had enough rice. All right, so we'll tell it paper. Here, we've been doing sugarcane. We'll do... Is that the right one? Yeah. We'll do this instead. All right, I'll take that out. We'll put this in. I'll have to go and plant rice. I must have stopped it because I really wasn't using it. That's out, so it's this room. All right, so, again, bookshelf. Give me like 10 of those. There we go. We'll throw that stuff back while I'm not using it. So it's making books. It's not the fastest thing I've ever seen, but it works. Go on, make bookshelves. I don't know, how many do you need? I don't remember the vanilla mechanic here for bookshelves. I just know I need a bunch. So we'll just set that right there and that there. Is that enough? No. All right. And one there and one here. How about that? Can we do it now? No. I mean, you should have a whole bunch near you. And I'll change this over to magical wood soon enough. Let's get another 10 going. Are you enough? No. A full set of bookshelves nearby. And I think I'm right. Oh, you know what? This cable is probably blocking the enchanting power. Okay, let's just make sure we're not causing ourselves a problem. Let's just be sure. So let's grab this, and we'll come up, and we'll come over, and I'll come up. Just for right now. Still don't have enough. Man, this isn't the thing that I thought was going to be hard. I almost never do this. Oops. Darn. I almost never do enchanting like this. I mean, because once you set it up once, you're kind of done. All right. There we go. Now we got enough. And man, is it slow. So let's grab these speed upgrades that I made. And I know I can only put 4 in here for right now. There's 4. Yeah, that's pretty slow. I want to see if the exporter works. And then we'll start into the next tier of speed upgrades. Okay, so that works. And this is why I want to have the next level. All right, so I'm going to pull those out. And I need to go cancel that. I'll make more of the magical wood later on. All right, so I'm going to want speed upgrades. Yeah, I'm going to make like 30 of them. And I will tell this guy to cancel that. And so it should be making all of this stuff. And that's the other benefit of the tree farm, right? Have apples. I got plenty of wood. There we go. It's enchanting away. That needs an upgrade. I'm going to grab stack. Because apparently that one's going pretty fast. Come on, stack. All right, let's see here. Yeah, it's just not pulling it out as fast as I want. So refined storage must be busy. Let's see what's going on here. No, it should be there. That's the way it always works. You look away and it's done. All right, so let's just grab stack. And let's throw it on the back of this thing. There we go. It's pulling it out. So now it's making all of the ingots. And do I have any? So there we go. I've got 1. And as these things come out, if I get 4, I'll just do a straight up replacement. And I'm not sure how many, like what's equal. I think it's just because they stack. And I'd like this thing to go a lot faster. But then we can, we've got this kind of automated. And maybe I'll set this down a block and, use magical wood or something. I don't know. I'll lay it back out here. So there's 4. All right. So then we'll take these and we'll swap them out. Yeah, that feels like the same speed to me. That feels like the same speed. So they don't seem to be any faster. It's just that I can stack more. Yeah, that really helps it out. And then the next level of speed upgrade, speed right there, is these things right here. And this isn't bad to do. It's the same enchanter, but I need nether stars. And I'm going to end up needing drops of evil. So I've got to get myself a mob farm built. Not too hard, but it's just a thing to do. For right now, I'm just going to leave that right there. Yeah, and we'll let that craft away. Might as well take those. And I can chuck them in there. There we go. Now it's going at pretty good speed. It's taking grid power. And I can't see the grid power. Let's see. What can I see that's got grid power? So if you can see, I got 320 grid power because I have gone and made a whole bunch of water mills. And, I've got plenty of grid power. That's not a worry. All right, so I can put this in here, and I'll repair it up. How's it doing? It's Grandmaster. I don't have another modifier yet. But this is the thing I'd end up liking to make faster. Let's come over here, and I'll throw my pickaxe in there. And I'll take these out, and I'll throw those in there. Yeah, that's better. And I'll keep making it faster and faster, and I'll make that pick unbreakable. Oh, I got more. I mean, might as well throw them right in there. And that was kind of the point is, hey, let's get this. Yeah, that's better. And then I can just leave it. I can AFK for a little while. I think that's all I ordered. I don't know. I'll have to come back. And then the last thing I want to do of the day is, so I'm doing okay on infernium. Let's see, infernium. I got 5,000, but I'm going to end up needing tons and tons. So what I'm going to do here is I want to get a couple of stack upgrades going, and then a couple of speed upgrades. Let's see, I don't know, let's just make a bunch of them. And I'm going to end up needing some of these infusion crystals. I don't know how many I can make. Yeah, I'm missing the diamonds. What does it take to make an infusion crystal? That. And so I got to go diamond mining, which really isn't that hard. Because, I mean, I'm slowly gaining diamonds, but that exporter is set to give all of the diamonds to that thing. Yeah, so I'm just going to do this for right now. And what would it take to get a master infusion crystal is some supremium. Okay, so that's kind of the plan. I'll take one more. And let's see, do I have those stacks? I got one of them. And so I'm going to come over here, and we're going to teach this thing about essence. Oh, man, there's a lot of essence. All right, so I'm going to teach this right here. And I'm going to keep this one internal. And we'll teach it prudentium back up here. And then we're going to teach this one right there. Got to catch it the right spot. Why are you not adding? Right, double click to edit. Get it there. And add. Huh. Well, that's kind of odd. Am I going to have to do this by hand? Will you do that? Okay. Maybe it's because I don't have enough of these guys. I mean, all right. So let's do this. It's because I don't have the parts. Yeah, let's do this. Let's put this in here and let's export all of this stuff. I'll do it in stages. And I'm just going to... No, I'll keep this. Right, apply, go. Right, shouldn't you have been making all kinds of stuff? Is it because it's got... Alright, what is going on with the crafter? Off to activate. Ignore the redstone. There we go. Start making these things for me. And I guess what I'll do is I will output all of this stuff. No, I need output C. There we go. And that way it keeps those. And we will tell it fast mode. I don't think it likes these crystals. I don't think it's... Okay, this is going to be difficult. Fine, we'll do it another way. I was hoping to use that, but for some reason, I don't think it likes the durability on these things. Alright, give me all my stuff back. We'll do it in refined storage. I was hoping to do it that way, because refined storage is pretty slow. So, we'll do it this way. We'll tell this, and we'll make patterns. And this is straight up this way, okay? And so I'm going to end up making patterns for this, that, and this, and that. Okay, and then I'll throw them over here. Let's see, I'm using this crafter. And then hopefully I will be able to say supremium. Let's see, throw those guys back in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It says I've got all the stuff. Because I want to do this, and I want to make some tier 2 seeds. And yeah, let's see how many. Right there. No, right here. Alright, so it is compressing. Oh, it's not doing that bad, actually. So I'll be able to make the Master Infusion Crystal here in just a second. And then I'm going to crunch together, because I want to upgrade my infernium seeds. Infernium. I want to get these seeds higher. So each seed is going to require a tier. And I'll have to just tier them up one after the other after the other. And so that was my plan. Hey, let's use this crafter over here to mass craft this kind of stuff. And then I'll make the seeds, and then I'll craft it again. Alright, so let's see. How is the supremium coming along? So it's not actually going to take that long to make a Master Infusion Crystal. And I'll probably have to make more than one. But, I mean, that's decent speed. Okay, there we go. And so we'll say infusion. Yeah, I've got those left over. Wasted a couple of diamonds. Whatever. Master Infusion Crystal. Alright, so now that I've got this, now let's go get our essence. And I really wanted to do it over here. I think this generally works better. Prudentium. And I'll change this recipe. And, alright, apply. Stick the stuff in there. Why is this thing not going? It should be ripping this stuff right across. Because this is usually faster than refined storage. Oh, you got to put that right there. And this is where I'm going to need the other stack. Alright, so... Hello? Man, with the squid ring and these slime boots, it is so hard to jump. Right there. Alright, so that's going to take all of that out. And what I'm going to want to do is let's run out to the farm real quick and let's pick up one farm's worth of seeds. And let's upgrade those seeds. Gotta have myself a snack. Come on. Apparently it doesn't like whatever's in my lunchbox. Okay, so let's go and grab... Yeah, where's all these seeds? Give me those. Oop, looks like I gotta work on power. What's got vein mine on it? This does. This is why I'm gonna end up keeping the pickaxe. Because that's kind of irritating. Alright, so it looks like I gotta make better power. I made this solar panel because it was 48 RF a tick. But I guess boosting all of the infernium has really made it go crazy. Alright, let's see how we can get these seeds upgraded. Because that's an activity that'll just pay for itself, and then I can make things to boost the seeds. Alright, so infernium. So I want tier 2 seeds. And we'll just throw them all right there, and I'll throw that stuff back in there. And I'll see if I can shift-click out a whole bunch of them. All right. Whew, it really didn't like that. All right, and got that. And so now what do I have left over for essence? Yeah, 500. So I don't have enough to get up to the next tier. But that gets me upgraded to tier 2 seeds. And then these will make more essence, and then I can craft it. And I'll get these up to tier 5. And then we'll, by that time we'll probably have a wither spawner. And we'll have everything we need. And so I got myself, I'm getting closer all the time to the stuff I need to fly. So I think that does it for me today. I've been 47 Mark IV. I hope you enjoyed. I'd appreciate any likes or comments that you want to leave me, and I will see you in the next episode.